And here we see Esau was the firstborn. But it was already prophesied that there was a war going on before they were ever born. And so God wants us to look at this and realize that there was a war going on before you were born. And there was a war going on. We've been talking about the duplistic nature of how there's two different personalities, two different spirits. Now we're talking about two different nations that are constantly warring, trying to win the right to rule. Or to make it more personal for 2012, the right to govern. God is ready to cause us to govern, but until we get our full birthright and walk into that, we can't govern. And so the enemy is going to try to do everything that he can do to stop you from coming into the place of government or coming in the place of your birthright. So you can be looking at another church and it looks a certain way, but it may not be the church that God has put you in based on what he wants to do for you. So while the cup of stew is looking good over there, it may not be a part of your birthright. I get tired. And so I want to go find something else to eat to give me some strength. But little do we realize that what we're doing is we're literally cutting off our right to birth. And I know some of you are probably thinking, are we losing people? Are people joining other churches? That's not it. Let me make it even more personal, because everybody don't get up and go. Some of us forfeit our birthright right here. What else? Let's look at it. Hunger, anger, loneliness, and being tired. Somebody say halt. Halt. Hungry, anger, lonely, tired. Say that with me. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. That acronym is one that is used when we work with people who are in addictions. People who are addicted to things tend to find themselves going after that white chocolate, freshly baked macadamia nut cookie when they're hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. Because again, we see these illustrations in the Bible, but we don't really understand the significance of sustainability that leads to governance. We think that it is do it while it's fun, do it while it's popular, do it while it's easy, and then when you get hungry, angry, lonely, or tired, then it's cool to back out. And so if I get tired, if you get tired, you get tired, and you start saying, I'm not going to do it, guess what you will forfeit? Your birthright. You forfeit your birthright. And it doesn't even, as you're listening to this, you're probably listening and you're thinking, that's little stuff. A cup of stew is little. It was little. Striking a rock? Really? That's going to stop me from getting into the promised land after 40 years of dealing with these stiff-necked, rebellious, hard-headed people? You're going to tell me after 40 years I can't go? Excuse me, but I want to speak to the manager. Well, I am the manager. Well, who's your manager? Because I don't care about, I don't like this decision. I can't get no help. You customer service people who know how to fuss at the manager and want to talk to the manager's manager because you don't like what the manager is telling you. You're like, I know you're the manager, but that does not make sense. 40 years! You're going to tell me I can't come into the promised land? I did what you told me to do most of the time.